coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Brawl. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Welcome everybody to another exciting edition of the Sports Bras. The number one podcast in Rendon, Texas. Number two in
number
Louisville.
2 in finishing in the ALCS.
That, of course, is my buddy Keith. And Keith, how are you doing over there today?
I've had Papa Roach on loop for 2 days straight now, bro. Just cut my life into pieces.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the scars from
That one too.
The scars remind me from 2011.
It's been a struggle these last few days.
That is an understatement.
Yeah. I'm devastated, man.
I am definitely devastated. But it ain't
Tiny?
over.
Tiny?
It ain't
Tiny
over.
bit of hope.
There is
Could
a
happen.
tiny bit of hope, and you know,
It's your fault. You know
no,
that, right?
it's not. It's
No,
hang on.
it's-
I think this has something to, you know, this is perfect.
There's no point in saying good morning because it's her.
it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
You
I'm
had
telling
3
you,
heart
though.
operations.
Hang
You
on.
suffered 2.
This was me during the week. This is my doctor's report during the week. Here we go.
You had 3 heart operations. You suffered 2 cardiac arrests. You died twice on the operating table. You had a stroke, and you were diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor and given 4 months to live.
That's correct.
Yeah,
That was me in a week,
That was me yesterday, 2 days ago.
and it's
Listen, let's get this over with quickly.
yeah.
okay?
Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. And
Hurry
Ranger
up.
fans, I want you to listen to this. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why in the hell are you playing crazy ass Will Smith? But just listen to this as a Ranger fan, and you'll understand. Here we go. Just listen.
To do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you.
Yes,
And you got to smile and you got to pretend it's okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right, Ranger fans. Keep up the fandom. Keep the Rangers alive, even though it's not over.
But it's over.
Huh?
I said,
What'd you
but
say?
it's over. You heard me.
We're done. When
Listen.
I say we're done.
Boy, came prepared, loaded with the drops this
That's
morning,
right.
bro.
That's right. We're done. when I say
Listen,
we're
let's
done.
just talk about this part real quick. I said it to you the other night. I would have rather them lost 10-0
Hmm.
than to lose the way they lost, dude. How do you climb back from that? How do you come back from that? Explain it to me, please. Give me one logical explanation as to how they come back from that and have any shot of winning this back-to-back games in Houston, might I add, which I know they played like doo-doo there, but still, how?
Okay, you're gonna make me whip it out already. Wait, what?
No, Jesus, wait, no.
no,
No,
it's,
no, I don't want you being on that list again.
No.
The register.
I'll tell you how we're gonna make this happen. Okay?
Yeah.
It all starts tonight.
Okay.
We may be down and out, but
Yeah.
we ain't out.
Wait, What?
Yeah. We're down, but we ain't out.
There you go.
Thank you. Wait
Got no
for it.
snare. I got no
Wait for
snare
it.
in my headphones.
Wait for it. Because we're going down to Houston tonight.
That's right.
We're going to go in there. H-Town's going to be alive. They're going to be bumping. They're going to be having some Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones in the house. Paul Wall. They're all going to be there. Mattress Mac. They're all going to be there. They're all going to root on their Astros. And then guess what's going to happen?
Vomit on your sweater.
Yeah, vomit on the Mom spaghetti is what's going to happen. Okay? Because Maldonado said after game 5 that Adolis Garcia woke up the beast. Well, let me tell you something, Maldonado and your pink or orange hair. You woke up the beast. You guys woke up the beast. It's time to take charge, go down 45, whip their asses, take Mattress Max's money and his stupid mattress, then come home. Then we're going to come and go to the World Series, beat the Philadelphia Phillies, and all will be good in Arlington.
Whew, that's mic drop.
That's as much as I can get out of it right now because
That's good. I mean, it's good. Listen, I really this morning I wanted to put my beard in a little ponytail.
Oh God!
And come to the show, but I cut it. It's not long enough.
Listen, I had to make a couple of calls. Okay.
Yeah.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Going to Houston.
Look, I love what you did there. That's great.
On the outside, I look like I'm fine, but this is really what I feel like on the inside.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
That's right.
Dude.
That's right.
I'm telling you, all jokes aside, they could tie it up today. They really could.
There is no could. It is going to get tied up today. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why. We got the beast on the mound today, Nathan Eovaldi. He is going to lead us to Game 7. I'm telling you right now. Okay. Bring on Fomber Alvarez. Okay, bring him. What's his pitcher's name?
I don't know. Man.
I don't remember. But bring him on. Here's where it's going to get good. Okay. In all seriousness aside, I am a little bit joking around here, but in all seriousness aside,
you should be worried.
I'm not worried. And I'll tell you what. Listen, what starts all of these games? What happens in these games?
Well, the last 3 we've lost.
Right. So what has happened? What is the trend? What I'm getting at here? What is the trend of all of these games? Not the ones that we lost, all of these games. What is the trend?
The road team has won.
The road team has won, but not only that, but the road team has got off to a fast start.
Yeah.
They have scored within the first inning. Okay.
Look.
So
okay.
This is what I'm getting at. Rangers, if they get off to a fast start in this game, say they score 2 runs in the first inning, kind of like they did in game 1 and 2. You get Eovaldi on the mound, he's going to shut them down because he has a lead. If you're a pitcher, look, and you can see it. Like if you're a pitcher going in and you have the lead already and you haven't thrown one pitch,
yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. Exactly.
It is.
So we got to get off to a fast start. Someone's got to tell Marcus Semien and Corey Seager stop swinging on the first damn pitch.
Listen, Semien needs to just go left-handed tonight. I mean, just change it up, do something a little different, lay a bunt down, anything.
Speaking of changing up, how about this? And maybe this can reach out to Bochy.
I'm sure he's watching. So yeah,
I'm sure he's watching
for sure.
Why don't we trade up the lineup?
Yeah.
Why don't we put Tavares at the leadoff spot?
Thank you. I mean, even Evan Carter, maybe.
Evan Carter, maybe. Yeah. Either one of them. Let's mix it up.
Yeah, something. I mean, but look, do you go away from a lineup that's worked so well all season? I know you're in that crunch time moment where you have to make a change, but you can't do that to Semien. That I mean, I don't know. I think that maybe today's the day Semien gets a little rip down the line, or get a little bloop single. He has to. You can tell on his face he is frustrated. Oh yeah, it's killing him, dude. You can tell.
Killing him.
He wants to contribute. He's a big part of the reason why we got to where we got to.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So let's not. I don't want to dog him. I don't want to knock him out too hard, but yeah, he's
Stop
gotta do
swinging on the
something.
first pitch.
He's got
Take
to
the
see a
first
couple.
pitch.
Please see a couple. But here's my hypothetical. Okay, let's say Evalde goes out there today, throws a gem. Rangers win it 3-1 or something like that. We go on, we play Game 7.
I know where you're going.
Who start? Is it a bullpen game, or are you throwing Max Scherzer? Are you throwing Montgomery again? I mean, what are you doing? If you're Bruce Bochy,
Bochy already said it. He'd do it again. So I already know where this is going. He's going to start Scherzer.
Yep.
And
I mean, but I think you have to, bro.
you have to at this point. I mean, yeah, as much as it, because look, he pitched, he
Spit it
pitched
out.
really good in the first inning in Game
Okay.
3. Okay.
Congrats.
The only thing that wasn't working for Scherzer was his slider. His slider was not sliding. And when your slider is not sliding, then you depend on the fastball. And what have I told you before on this podcast?
the
Astros
hit fastballs,
The Astros hit fastballs. Exactly.
especially when they're poorly located fastballs.
Exactly.
Look,
So when Scherzer knew his slider wasn't sliding, he had to go to that damn fastball, and he got rocked.
he did. Every ball hit was at the warning track. I
Yes.
mean, it wasn't like they were just hitting blue pop-ups. They were hitting the ball hard.
So the question is, would you do a bullpen start in Game 7, or would you do Max Scherzer? Dude, I am putting all my chips on the table for Max Scherzer.
I mean, look, I think in this scenario, you almost do a combination of both. You throw everything you have. If you throw Max Scherzer out there and he throws you one and he gets out of it, cool. Comes out in the second inning and walks bases loaded or something, you're going bullpen the rest of the game.
You're telling Jordan Montgomery,
Get ready.
who just pitched, by
Maybe
the way.
even Evalde. Maybe even Evalde the day later.
Depends
they
on
won't-
depends on what he. Yeah, I don't think he will.
Look, dude, think back to
You
when we
never
were
know.
kids.
Yeah.
When we played the tournaments and stuff, we'd pitch one
We
day and
pitch
pitch
every
the next
day.
game. And this is talking about a chance to get to the World Series. If you can get there, you still got to wait for the other series to end. You got time to rest your arms for a few games, and then you can throw a bullpen the first game in Game 1 of the World Series if you have
Right,
to.
right.
So I think you throw whatever you have to throw at them today and tomorrow, because that's where I think it's going. I think we are going to go 7. I said it since the beginning of the playoffs. We're going 7 with the Astros. I said it to guys at my job. I've said it everywhere, and I've said it a lot here the last couple of days, more than I originally was, because I did have my broom out the other day and
Yeah.
spoke too soon.
Well, yeah, and I did too. And
I know you did.
Yeah, I did. I
I know
definitely
you did. You jinxed them.
I didn't jinx them.
We jinxed them.
Don't you throw that
We did,
juju at
though.
me, Ricky Bobby.
We did, though.
No, it's
They're a good team. The
they are
Astros are a good team, bro.
and
Give
I will
credit.
and I will give respect where respect is due. The Astros are a good team, but we were so much better in Game 5, dude. We
What?
were. We rocked Verlander when we finally got a chance to rock him. Yeah, sure, he no-hitted us through 4 innings, but it took a while for us to get on board, but we got to him. And the fact that we got to him, listen to this, and Astro fans will agree. After a Verlander loss, Verlander goes on fire. Okay?
Mhm.
He's never a pitcher that goes
Back-to-back.
back-to-back losses, okay?
Yep.
The fact that we shook Verlander, their best pitcher by far, probably.
Yeah.
Oh well, I will say.
Christian Alvarez. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
I will say.
was
What's his name in Game 3?
Christian
Yeah.
Alvarez.
No hitted us through 6. Good
Yeah,
God.
dude. Come on,
Woo.
bro. Let's be real.
But to get to him and rock him like that tells me this team is not giving up.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't even know. at
Here's
this
the
point.
thing, and I'm gonna rant on this, and a bunch of people are probably gonna think I'm a hater, but
You are.
I don't care. That Garcia hit was intentional, obviously, because Alvarez got suspended for 2 games. He is now suspended for 2 games.
It wasn't Abreu, not Alvarez.
Oh,
Was it?
Abreu.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He
I
got
don't
suspended for
think
2
it was.
games.
I don't think it was
It
intentional.
was intentional. And Garcia, look, and here we are, 2016, if you remember, we were bashing
Jose.
on Jose Bautista, bat flipped on us, and now, I hate to say it, but Garcia did the exact same thing.
I mean, but
And-
that's the biggest moment of that guy's career.
Right, but there's ways to do
Right.
it.
Yeah, like the
Um,
way that Altuve did when he hit the
right.
3-run bomb to beat us. All he
ran around the
did,
bases.
exactly. Act like you've been there, man.
Act like you've been there.
I've
Exactly.
heard that saying my whole life, and I got to see it firsthand in
Yeah.
2 different ways that these guys handled it, man. But
Yeah.
anyways,
But Garcia had one. He had a receipt coming. Be honest, because
sure.
the way that he did that, I mean, that was a little bit too far.
yeah.
And I'll be the first to say that as a Ranger fan, that was a little bit too far. So yeah, he had one coming. But here's where I get pissed off.
Baker.
I understand that the bench is cleared, and I understand that you had to kind of separate things. But the fact that Dusty Baker was still sitting in the dugout 6 minutes after he got tossed,
Dude, he knows.
6 minutes after he got tossed, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he was getting Leclerc cold.
And he was messing with this. He was messing with Leclerc's this right here because it wasn't that Leclerc threw the ball bad.
No.
It's that Altuve
25 minutes between the 8th and 9th inning.
Right.
25 minutes.
after
was
he had just
what
looked
Leclerc
great.
was sitting. Yes.
Dude, he messed with his head, man. He did what he had to do. Now, I think in their minds, honestly, in the Astros' mind, I think they had already considered that game was probably done. I think that they weren't afraid to throw at Garcia because they were thinking in their mind, okay, well, whatever. What's one more run? We'll put the leadoff guy on, big deal. But then they can make the same argument as we're down 2 runs. Why the hell would we put the leadoff runner on to start? Like, why would we do that? That's not what a good team would do.
Mm-hmm.
It worked though, man. And then Baker's just sitting there and just was like, almost as if like he ignored the fact that he got tossed.
Yeah, I
Just
mean
making him
that's
set
a dumb umpire move right there to let him.
You got to chunk him and get him
You
out
got
now.
to chunk him and get him out of there. Like he's sitting around for 6 minutes and he's still chirping, and the umpires are just sitting there taking it. No, you tossed him, toss him out of there. Don't let him sit for another 6 minutes while you're trying to gather things around and who's going to get tossed and who's not. You already tossed the coach. Get him out of there. Yeah. The fact that 6 minutes after he got tossed, he was still sitting in there just drives me crazy, and it worked because Dusty Baker's old school. He knows what he's doing. Yep. He knew exactly what he was doing, and it worked. Leclerc got cold.
Yep. Hey, is this coming down to exactly what we talked about all season? Pitching, letting us down in the playoffs?
Well, we knew it was coming. Let's be honest, because
we don't have a closer.
We knew it was coming. The fact that our bullpen made it this far without any mistakes was very surprising.
It's going to take a gym. It's going to take a gym from Evalde.
So
today,
I'm baffled with the Ranger fans that they're like, oh my God, I can't believe he blew it. It's like, you guys weren't watching the regular season, were you?
This happened a lot.
This
is nothing new.
33 blown saves in the season, folks.
Yeah, that's a lot of wins we could have had this year.
That's a lot of wins.
We could have been a 120 win team this season.
It's a lot of wins we blew. I mean, the like I said, the fact that, man, it's crazy to think 33 blown saves, and here we are in the ALCS. It's crazy.
It's not over. It's not over. Look, I said on Friday night it was over. I said it this morning that it was over, but the more I sit here and think about it, the one thing we can hang our hat on with this team is, man, they can hit. And when they get hot, they are a tough team to stop, man, because they can come at you in a lot of ways, and they don't play small ball a whole lot anymore. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. They hit a lot of home runs, though. You got a guy, you got Josh Young that can go yard. You got Evan Carter that can go yard. That whole lineup can go yard, really. So, Nate Lowe. You know what? Credit to Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe got that rally fired. Yep, he got that thing fired up, man. And let's just give me the prediction now as to what you think happens today, and then we'll address Game 7 when Game 7 gets here. Because I already know where you're going as far as win-loss goes today. But score-wise, what are you looking at?
I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory today.
You know what I think?
I think it's going to be a 3-1 victory tonight, and then Game 7, all bets are off the table. I really, honestly, if we make it to Game 7, I honestly don't know how the outcome's going to be. I really don't. But
convinced me that this team can score some runs, and this pitching the pitcher that we have on the mound today can do it. He is a damn good pitcher. I just hope that the bullpen doesn't blow it for us, and I hope somehow Evalde can go deep, because if that doesn't happen, well, these Astros can hit the ball too, man. So, but I'm going with I'm going with a high scoring game today, and the Rangers get the win.
Remember, The Astros have a losing record at home
Well,
in the regular season.
Yeah, so do we.
Nobody,
Well, this playoffs.
nobody has ever made it to the World Series with a losing record at home. Keep that in mind.
Oh, great. We got one stat going in. Come on, man. Let's get to the real sport. Come on.
All right. And also last night, the Philadelphia Phillies took a 3-2 lead in that series. So it looks like they're going back to Philly. And, I mean, give it to the Diamondbacks, man.
They're good, man.
They really are. I mean, who would have thought after game 1 and 2? I thought after game 1 and 2 it was like, Philly's going to roll.
Oh, no, man.
But they came back. They came back to Arizona. They took game 3 and 4. But then last night, Bryce Harper and the Phillies answered. Kyle Schwarber again.
Dude, playoff Schwarber is ridiculous.
Dude.
Man. This guy just hits bombs. That's all he does.
All he does. So the Phillies take a 3-2 advantage on that one. Game 6 will be tomorrow, I believe. Yes, game 6 will be tomorrow in Philadelphia. So there's that. So yeah, it's gonna be juicy coming up big time. So we'll.
I hope. Honestly, I hope Arizona wins this next game. I want it to go 7 because I want both these series to end around the same time, so that no one team gets an extra day of rest, and then I want them going straight into it at the same time. But hey,
and because
Arizona might win this thing.
And because of the National League winning the All-Star game, the National League team does have the home field advantage. So keep that in mind in the World Series. But let's get into some college football. Woo! That was people in Carolina are not very happy right now. As Virginia, 1-6 Virginia goes in to North Carolina and defeats number 10 Mac Brown
you
and
know
the Tar Heels.
You know what he says, man.
31-27. Yes, he said whoever has the ball at the end of the game when there's 0 on the clock will win the game. And that is exactly what happened.
He's right.
As
that's a tough loss, man.
1-6 Virginia.
Hey, I almost got to laugh in my house yesterday with UCF almost beating Oklahoma.
UCF almost pulled off another upset, but Oklahoma survives 31-29. They survived that one. A really good matchup in Eugene, Oregon. Oregon defeats Washington State 38-24. That was a really good matchup.
That was a good
game.
4-3 Washington
Texas survives against the Cougars at Houston 31-24. Michigan pummels Michigan State. Way to show up, Michigan State. 49-0.
How bad is that matchup compared to
you are in a rival game. This is the game that you look for every year. And you come up and don't even show up.
Trash, bro.
Oh,
Get to this Utah USC game.
I am. And Utah defeats once again the Trojans of USC 34-32.
Man, but their quarterback wants part ownership of a freaking NFL team, bro.
Yeah,
he's not that good, man.
Let me.
Hey, shoot your shot, though.
Yeah,
shoot your shot, bro.
You shoot your shot. Good for him.
Yeah.
But there is no team that's going to give you part ownership of the team if they draft you. You have nothing on the wall.
Yeah, and now he's having a worse season, but that's not all his fault. He's got a crappy offensive line this year. I've watched some USC games. It's not because of his terrible play by any means. Because was Caleb Williams, right? I mean, he's a decent player, but is he the next Tom Brady? Is he the next Patrick Mahomes? Nah, he's not, man. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. These are smart players, though. If you think about it,
this is the result of the NIL.
Exactly. That's where I was going with it, bro.
This is the result of the NIL.
Hey, how about that barn burner last night? That Arizona State versus Washington game. See that final? 15-7.
Ooh.
Yeah, intense.
Yeah, and then Alabama squeaks by. Well, not squeak, but
Well,
they defeat Tennessee 34-20.
How about Penn State, Ohio State, man? You gonna mention that one?
I am. Penn State, Ohio State. Ohio State wins 20-12.
He's just the big brother, man. They just
crushing Penn State's dream of ever making it to the playoffs this year. Man, I really thought Penn State could go in there and win this game, but
I did too.
It didn't happen.
Ohio State ends up there every year, bro. Every year.
And
I'm telling you, when you get done with this, I want you to tell me your 4 teams you think are going to the college football playoffs.
In the game of the week, Air Force defeats Navy 17-6. Hey, Air Force is ranked, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, 7-0.
Yeah, they're ranked.
They're ranked.
What if Air Force makes it into the playoffs?
How
great would that be?
I'd be sporting the shit out of an Air Force jersey. I can tell you that much.
Exactly.
Now, you know, we don't bet against God. We don't bet against military.
Well, you said name me the 4 playoffs.
I'm here.
Man, Georgia, obviously. But number 2 and 3, I mean, it depends on what this matchup's going to be on the 25th of November when Ohio State faces Michigan.
Yep.
So you don't know on that one. Number 4,
is it Oklahoma?
I'm going Florida State.
Oh my God.
I'm going Florida State.
They're good, but I think in a matchup against Oklahoma, I think Oklahoma wins that. Just saying. Florida State's good though. Florida State, I mean, they are good. They're not just barely beating teams by any means, but I don't know. Is there going to be a one-loss team that makes it in?
A one-loss team to make it in? No.
You don't think so?
No. There's too many good teams that are still undefeated. You got Washington, of course. You got Florida State. You got Oklahoma. You got, I would say North Carolina, but that didn't.
They blew that. Michigan.
Yeah, you still got Michigan, Ohio State.
I think a one-loss team makes it in. You got Washington. They're 7-0.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think a one-loss team is going to make it, like I said, because Ohio State and Michigan have to face each other, and you know these guys love putting those teams in it for some reason.
Oh,
so
yeah,
even
it's
if
money.
one of them's going to lose, and I think that Texas is going to end up playing Oklahoma again in the championship game. So I think that they end up beating them and giving them one loss. So Oklahoma doesn't get in, Texas doesn't get in.
Is your wife up when you said that?
Man,
nonsense?
she's sleeping right now. She's
Okay,
asleep.
good.
She's asleep. I have to be kind of cautious. But,
Yeah.
But I mean, look, even Mississippi's 6-1. They got a shot still too. I mean, not realistically, but
yeah, it's hard out of the SEC.
How about Oregon at 6-1? What? I mean, I know you can get on board with them making it, right?
I don't know, because Washington, that Washington game.
Yeah, that was a bad beat.
That's a bad beat. And as long as Washington's a game ahead of them, if they're tied or whatever, I think Washington takes that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Takes that rank. So we'll have to see, man.
It's gonna be cool to see how it shapes up, man. I can't wait till they go to a bigger playoff bracket.
Yeah, that's going to be next year when they're going to have, what is it, 12?
I think it's 12 or 8.
12 or I think it's 12.
I hope so.
So
it's a stupid idea not to do that. There's so much money they could have made by making that happen years ago, dude.
Exactly.
And they love money.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. These aren't student athletes, man.
No, man. No.
These are. Give me this. Come on, let's go.
Let's make some real money in your pocket.
Yeah, come on, bro. I've been studying these games all week.
Let's talk about the NFL. Week 6, right? 7? 6? 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's what we got here. We got the Bills -7.5 at the New England Patriots. Over under is 40.
Hey, I put some thought into this game.
I did too.
All right. This is not as clear cut of a pick as people think.
Right.
New England and Buffalo. What are they?
Division rivals.
That's correct. Do they always play each other tough?
Absolutely.
Does anyone ever really blow anybody out?
No.
Give me New England plus the 7.5 against this Buffalo team that I think struggles mightily today against that New England defense. But I do think that they win because I think Mac Jones, get out of here, defensive coordinator. You can't think you're...
I'll play it!
I'll quit. Okay, stop. You can't lift your... That's so good. You can't lift your ears, son.
God damn, son. I told you to stop trying to bite your damn.
No. I think Mac Jones throws 5 interceptions in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Mac Jones gets benched.
You think they bring in old Zappy?
Mm-hmm.
But
why not?
I really do think Buffalo should beat the brakes off New England.
You would think, but like I said, it's a division rival, and this point spread is a little high. After don't forget the Bills lost to Jacksonville in London not too long ago. Struggle.
But
a lot of people say that was jet lag or whatever, but
dude,
you still gotta play the game, bro.
Jacksonville plays good at home.
Yeah, Jacksonville does play good at home in England. Yeah.
That's like our longest running joke, man. Just that Jacksonville straight up is from London.
Here's a scratcher for me. The Lions at the Ravens.
No, it's not a scratcher.
And the Ravens are favored by 3. The over-under is 43.
Yep. Vegas got it right because the winner of this game will be by 3 points. I love the Lions. I love them this season. I certainly think that they are capable of beating this Baltimore team. I think Baltimore comes out and plays hot today at home. I like Baltimore to win this game by 3. So give me the Lions. Give me the Lions plus the 3 because I think that Baltimore wins by 3. I'm going for the push today. If you got a little extra money, buy the 0.5 point. Take the Lions plus 3.5. That's what I would do.
All right. Well, let's see. I like the Lions in this one. I really do. I think they're on a roll, and I think, Lamar is starting to click a little.
No Montgomery today.
Yeah, you're right. No Montgomery.
And Craig Reynolds, I believe, is their other backup. He's not going to be playing much today, too. So who's running the ball for them today?
Yeah.
Just saying. It's going to be a lot of passing from Jared Goff, and if there's one thing Baltimore can do, they can get after him, man. So I don't know, dude. That's tough pick. Stay away.
Your boy Sam Howell and the Commanders minus 3 at the Giants. Over under is 37.5.
Oh, dude.
Dumpster fire of the game.
I think the Giants have a better shot of winning this game if they start Tyrod Taylor, man.
Man, did he look good against Buffalo or what?
I thought he looked really good.
He almost had it. He almost had it.
This is a battle of 2 shit teams, so
it's the biggest piece of
yeah, it really is. I'm gonna take the Commanders.
Sam Howell.
I have to. I picked up Sam Howell in fantasy this week. Oh,
we'll get to that.
Okay,
right. We'll get to that. Right. We'll get to that. The Raiders minus 2.5 at the Bears. Over under is 38. Good Lord, these matchups.
Dude, this game right here. I think they're both
horrible.
They're both starting backup quarterbacks today, right?
Yes.
The over-under is 38. I don't think they even sniff 10 points in this game, dude.
They need to have this in London and treat the fans over there with a bunch of field goals.
They would be so horny for this game because the greatest play this weekend is Daniel Carlson over 2.5 field goals in this game because I think that's all that's going to happen. Give me Vegas. No, give me neither. I can't even. This game is one of those you look at, you chuckle, and you move on to the next one.
Good Lord.
No. Give me the Bears, though.
Give me the Bears.
Because they're getting points. I think it might end 0-0. Right. So give me the 2.5.
Falcons at the Buccaneers.
Hey, this is going to be a
minus
good game.
-2.5.
This is going to be a good game.
I think so, too.
If you like low-scoring, trash-ass teams, this is going to be a good game, man.
Mm-hmm. Old Baker.
Give me Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, I like Atlanta. I like Bijan Robinson having a huge day today.
Oh, dude. Hey, come on now. That Tampa Bay defense does not allow 100-yard rushers, bro. Yeah, they don't.
Baker doesn't allow it.
Hey, man, I'm going to fire that fucking pigskin.
That's their leader right there.
He's had some time to get over the Texas OU game, man. So he's
been celebrating. No, I think he's still celebrating that. I think he's still celebrating that.
Horns down. Yeah.
All right. Browns minus 3.5 at the Colts. Over under is 41. Anthony Richardson is getting season-ending surgery. He is done for the year. I told you. We both said this on the podcast. This kid needs to stop trying to run people over. It does not work in the NFL. It may have worked in Florida, but it does not work here in the NFL, and this is proven fact.
What's the best ability in the NFL? It's availability.
Right.
And he's not going to be available. He's not going to have a long career. He's going to be I don't want to call him a Vince Young or Jamarcus Russell. I know I made jokes before. He's better than those guys.
Yeah.
But he's got to learn how to slide.
Yeah, he's got to learn how to slide. And watch Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He's gonna get most of the ball today.
No, they don't need to though. They need to stick with Zach Moss because he's on my fantasy team. I need
Jonathan
Moss.
Taylor Thomas is on my fantasy team.
He's not that good anymore, bro.
How dare you? Who you have in this one? Browns at Colts.
Well, I think Deshaun Watson plays today. He had a rotator cuff issue, man. So that's a little bit like not sure what you're gonna get from him. But he went to the parlor, got it massaged out. He should be good to go this weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns because of that defense. I think that defense
that defense demolished the 49ers last week.
It's scary. It's scary good, bro. And they did that without Deshaun Watson last week. That was pure defense.
Pure defense.
I think, but you know what happens in the NFL, and we'll get through this real quick, but what happens when a team comes out and they beat a team they're not supposed to beat? What do they do the next week? Do they not come out and play like crap the next week?
Yeah.
Give me the Colts plus the 3.5.
Oh, wow.
Give me the Colts. I changed my bet because of that.
Steelers at the Rams. Rams are -3. Over under 44.
I think this is the high scoring game of the week, man.
I think this is the return of Cooper Kupp.
The return of Cooper Kupp. He's been balling out the last 2 weeks.
I'm saying this is going to be he's gonna have a good game today.
Well, it's funny you said that because I made a DraftKings lineup this morning, a very expensive one this morning, and I went loaded with the Rams this morning. I have Cooper Kupp in there, I have Nakayu in there, and I have their third string backup, running back Evans in there too, because I think they're going to go off today, and I think Pittsburgh's going to match a lot of points with them. I think even though that Pittsburgh team, I cannot figure them out, dude. I don't know what they are. Like, 1 week they run the ball, one week they look like they can't throw a ball. Like, I don't know what to think of them. So give me the Rams minus the points today. I think they blow up.
Cardinals at the Seahawks. Seahawks are 8.5 point favorites.
That's too many, dude.
Over unders 44.5.
That is way too many points, man. I'm telling you right now, that Arizona team, I know they're 1-5 and their one win was a painful one, but here's the thing. This is a rivalry. I have never seen a game between these two teams where it's been super lopsided where one team dominates the entire game. Give me Arizona plus the 8.5, and I think you're crazy if you take Seattle in this game.
Yep, I'm with you. I like that. I like that point spread. 8.5 is way too much.
Beautiful.
Give me the Cardinals and
a touchdown to start the game out from no eyebrows. That's beautiful, bro. They'll be up by what is that? 15.5. I don't do math great, but I think that's a pretty good point spread, man.
Chargers at the Swifts. -5. Over under is 47.5.
We were both young when I first saw you. You know what?
Fuck the Mayweathers. Fuck the Mayweathers.
What the fuck? Why are you playing that drop?
I wanted to say F the Swifties.
Oh my gosh. I think this is going to be a fun game. But you know what's weird, though? Okay, so I know the Chargers are 2-3, and they can light up a scoreboard, but did you know that they have one of the top ranked defenses? Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw that on Monday night. It's Cowboys.
Right, okay, so, and you know what the Chiefs have, too, right?
Yes, who?
That's so clear in my headphones, bro. That was like, I thought he was like behind me or something. No, the Chiefs have a really good defense too.
Yeah.
This could actually end up being one of those sneaky games that's low scoring, like what the Cowboys just played with them.
The interaction between Herbert and Mahomes at the pregame.
Hey, Muscle Arm.
Hey, Herbert, how's it going?
Should we shake hands?
Hey, should we shake hands?
We always get so excited when we talk.
Oh, man, it's going to be a great game, huh?
Oh, you're starting to piss me off.
Well, hey, I'm sorry.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, Taylor's going to be here, right?
Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
I don't even know who to pick.
We're double dating after the game, me and Travis.
What do you like in this game?
I like the Swifties in this one.
I like the Chargers in this one.
Mm.
I think that that Chiefs team.
That look of Kellen Moore on Monday night at. Jeez, it looked like he looked like a beaver when his dam got blown up.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, the other funny thing about that, I saw the picture and I was going to call you and say, hey, have you seen this picture of Kellen Moore? And then the fact that we didn't talk about it all week.
Yeah.
And then you bring it up.
Look like a beaver saw his dam get blown up.
Oh, dude, that was the funniest thing. I think that was the highlight from the Cowboys game that night.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
God damn, dude, that's funny.
Packers -1 at the Broncos. Ugh.
Oh, you talking about the biggest piece of dog shit. Like, oh my God. You know what? I think Russell Wilson's going to light up the scoreboard today, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Dog shit.
He's right. I like Denver in this game, man. I don't know why, but I mean, I'd rather bet on 1,000 other games than this game.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Not a soul.
Only Packer fans will be watching this game.
I guess, man.
But the main event tonight.
Oh yeah, you like this one, don't you?
This is a juicy one here.
Oh, you're torn, aren't you? Who are you gonna cheer for?
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna cheer for here.
Cheer for the Eagles.
It's the Dolphins at the ELGLES Eagles.
Yep.
-3 are the Eagles. Over under 51.5. I think that is disrespect to Mike McCarthy or Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, Mike McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels. And
is that who it is?
Yeah, and the drug lord McDaniels of Florida now. He is dude, every week he is just flashing. He's got the rose-colored glasses on now. It's like he's a drug lord.
The team has taken on his persona though, bro.
He's a drug lord. Am I wrong? Does he look like he's slinging coke down there?
A little bit. I think he's up for coach of the year. I really
absolutely.
do. Between him and the Lions coach, I think those two guys are front runners.
Campbell, yeah.
Dan Campbell and him are solid, bro.
Here's who I am. You're right. I'm torn because it's fantasy. One is my fantasy quarterback. No. One is my
Eagles.
You don't want me to go in there and get what I got for you that would piss you off,
dude. What did you get?
Huh?
What did you get?
What did I get?
Yeah.
Hang on, we'll be right back.
Oh gosh. Well, let me go on a rant about how I think that this -3 spread is ridiculous. I think everyone's going to be going heavy on Miami today, taking those 3 points. But there's something a little bit sketchy about this because Vegas usually isn't off by a whole lot. So if Vegas says Philly's going to win by 3, I think Philly may end up outright beating this Miami team by closer to like 10 points. So unfortunately, as much as I hate the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm probably going to take Philly -3. And my buddy over here, when he gets back, I can guarantee you this, he's going to be taking Miami for sure. Absolutely going to take Miami. All right.
Yeah, I love me some Miami, and I'm taking Miami, but it's not because of this game. I think Miami's the better team, and I think they're going to outrun the Eagles defense.
I just gave a complete opposite report. I think that Philly's going to roll them.
So I got 2 new jerseys in.
Oh, God. If you have a Jalen Hurts jersey, we're done.
I have one here.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Of course you do. You're such a homer. You love you some Colorado.
And I don't know if you can see that. That shows right here. I'm a leader. That's my leader. My leader patch right here. I'm a leader.
Cool.
And
you did, didn't you? It better be Goddard. It better not be Jalen Hurts, bro.
I gotta support my fantasy football quarterback.
You're disgusting, dude.
fly, Eagles fly.
Are you, bro?
What?
That is sickening.
I did that just for you.
No, you didn't. You did that because you deep down you
No,
like the Eagles. I
No,
know you do.
I did that just for you. I did
don't
that just
believe
for
it.
you. I really
I don't-
did.
Well, you shouldn't have.
All right. Well, oh shit. All right. Hit my knee. Sorry. All right. It is now time.
Wait.
What?
Real quick. San Francisco and Minnesota on Monday
Oh
night.
yeah. Monday night. I got it right here. San Francisco at the Vikings.
What do we
49ers
say?
are 6.5 point favorites. Kirk Cousins is going to struggle in this game because
Prime time.
it's a primetime game.
Cannot win.
Look for the 49ers to bounce back. I say Niners big time against the Vikings.
I say Minnesota plus the 6.5. So how you like
Get
that?
out of here.
I do, bro. They need to win worse than San Fran does. I think that Minnesota loses, but I think they lose by 6 points. I don't think San Fran's going to roll Minnesota. Their offense is good enough to hang around against that San Fran team. And Cleveland showed the recipe to beat that San Fran team last week. I like Minnesota in this game, plus the points. We'll see you on Monday. You're going to be wrong about this one.
All right. Well, joining us now here on the Sports Bras on a bye week is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jerry Jones. All right. Well, Mr. Jones, welcome to the Sports Bras podcast on a bye week. How are you feeling after that performance against the Chargers on Monday night? Well, thank you, boys, for having me on again. And how about them Cowboys, huh? They look pretty damn good. I'll tell you what, boys, we're on the streak now, and we're having a bye week, and the perfect time for a bye week, I must say. Now,
Yeah, he's right.
well, yeah, here's where I'm getting at, sir. A lot of people, especially during the Monday night broadcast, saw you and Jimmy Johnson talking on the field. Can we assume that there is a Ring of Honor deal coming very soon? Well, as you guys both know, like Jerry, me and Jimmy Johnson have a history by far. I will say that we've also butted heads, but we have come to the realization that it doesn't matter what our personal feelings are. It's about the fans and it's about the organization. And I talked to Jimmy for a good while, and we brought back great memories of back in the 90s. And I come to an agreement, and I will say exclusively right here on your podcast, Jimmy Johnson will be inducted into the Ring of Honor.
Oh man, that's great news to hear, man. I'm so glad.
So we're expecting to see it this year. Now I didn't say this year. All I said was Jimmy Johnson will be inducted into the Ring of Honor.
Hey, Jerry, I have a question for you. Now, after years and years and years of this, we've seen the Cowboys try their best to get back, and they haven't been able to get back there yet. They haven't won a Super Bowl in a lot of years. I guess my question to you is, do you give Jimmy Johnson the credit that you think he deserves for the Super Bowls he helped bring here? After the statement you made pretty much where you could put any coach or anybody in there and they could win, do you still stand by that statement that you made years ago back in the 90s? Or do you think that maybe Jimmy played a more significant role in getting that team there and helping them win it?
Well, you got to look, and the past is the past, RJ. And, we've come to an agreement. Jimmy says his things. I say my things. It's two different sides of the story. But we're not going to get into that. Do I think Jimmy deserves the credit? Absolutely. Jimmy deserves all the credit for the back-to-back Super Bowls we had in the 90s. If he would have stuck around we probably would have been talking about 5-6 Super Bowls, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. It's in the past, and we can't go back to the future, RJ, or can't go back to the past and reconcile this. All we can do is look towards the future.
You're
and
right.
And Jimmy Johnson will be inducted into the Ring of Honor where he rightfully belongs.
What do you think though about last week? The Cowboys, they struggled, but they were able to get the win against the Chargers. Did it feel good to beat your former offensive coordinator?
Well,
did you see the picture of him?
Well,
when...
I will say that Kellen Moore will always have a fingerprint on this organization. And yes, I did see the picture that at the end looked like Rocky lost Bullwinkle. I will say that. But no, all jokes aside, Kellen Moore is a great coach. He's going to do a lot of great things here in this NFL. And he's just getting started.
Yes.
And so it was great that our team went in there and got the job done. And now we're here in the bye week, and a much deserved bye week. We need the rest, as we all know, and we look forward to the remaining schedule of the season.
Okay, all right, I like that answer.
Yeah. So it was announced that during the Thanksgiving Day game at halftime, that Dolly Parton will be performing at the halftime show. How do you feel about that? Well, I love me some Dolly Parton. And her twin sisters, if you know what I mean.
But, got two reasons for sure.
I do. You're exactly right, RJ. I tell you what, Dolly, she's a legend, and what great entertainment to have as the national audience is watching our game, and the halftime show is a legend like Dolly Parton. It's going to be spectacular. I guarantee you that.
It's going to be arousing.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Well, Jerry, I'm going to just say it.
Uh-oh.
The first half of this season, the team has struggled offensively. Defensively is kind of like they've been falling off as well.
Yeah.
Do you really think that this team going forward, the teams that we have seen in the past couple of weeks, do you really think this team going forward could have a Super Bowl run this year? Absolutely. Mike McCarthy's got this team motivated and dedicated to go on the run. And it's always fitting to say that, hey, you know, we got a Super Bowl team, you know. But the fact is that you can get in the playoffs and anything can happen, as we know. And I think Coach McCarthy has got them ready for the second half of this season. I think our defense is going to get back on track, and I think Dak is going to be the leader that he is born to be.
Hey, speaking of Dak, just a quick question for you, Jerry. I know you probably saw he was in attendance the other night at the Rangers game. My question is, would you feel more confident with Adolis Chapman on the mound or Dak Prescott on the mound in that Game 5 situation?
Good question.
Thank you.
Well, Adolis can fire that fastball, I tell you what. But so can Dak. And I think Dak is the more accurate of the two. And if I had my choice, I would definitely put Dak Prescott on that mound.
I would like to see Dak and Chapman in an accuracy competition.
Yeah, because we saw Dak and David Carr in an accuracy competition. That didn't fare out too well. Well, Sean, when you're putting in that pressure on live TV, you know, you don't even know what's coming. Dak had no preparation for that, and that was more of an embarrassment on the NFL Network than Dak Prescott. He wasn't prepared for that. Let's be honest.
Okay. They play in the NFL. They're live every week. Okay, you're right, Jerry. You're right. He wasn't prepared for it. It was the NFL Network.
So Jerry, have you been keeping up with the playoffs? Are you rooting on for the Rangers? Or are you rooting on for the Astros? Who do you got in this one, Jerry? Well, I tell you what, being that the Rangers are my neighbors, I have to go with the neighbor. A lot of people in society these days don't like their neighbors, so to speak. But I do. I like my neighbors. They're a real good bunch. Bruce Bochy is a personal friend of mine. I've taken him out to numerous steakhouses around here. He loves steakhouses, I tell you what. And he loves him some Johnny Blue. And me and Johnny Blue.
Yeah.
I love, anybody that has that. we're going to be good friends. But to answer your question, I think the Rangers are going to pull this out for sure.
All right.
All
I
right.
like
There
it.
you go.
I
There
like
you go.
it. Hey,
Well, Jerry, go ahead.
I
Go
got
ahead.
one last question. Just Jerry, if you have to answer right this second, what do you think the Cowboys will finish up the season record-wise? How do you think things are going to shape up? And do you think we have a shot at winning the NFC East this year?
Well, that's a dumb question there, RJ. Of course, the Cowboys are going we're going to win the division. I'll tell you that right now. Mark it down. The Dallas Cowboys will win the division this year. I can't wait to face Philadelphia coming up in the next couple of weeks. And we're going to see who the big dog is in the fight, and we're going to see who the little puppy is. And I have a feeling that the little puppy is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. I can tell you that right now. And we're going to go on that run, and we're going to go right to that Super Bowl, boys. Ooh,
Right. I like it. All right, man.
All right.
Good
Well,
deal.
Jerry, thank you so much for joining us on. I know that you're going to have a relaxed weekend. It's bye week, and what do you do during a bye week? Do you watch football? What do you do? Well, I'm always a businessman, so of course I'll be watching some football in the background, but I'll also be making some business deals. So just be on the lookout for that.
All right.
Well, maybe he's talking about a trade deadline. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, Jerry. Well, thank you so much for joining us once again on the Sports Bras, and always a pleasure having you on. Well, thank you, Sean and RJ, and I'm I Tolo all the time. I love listening to you guys. My dial's on 105.3 The Fan all the time. I'm in my car, and it's always an honor and privilege to come on your show.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. All right, there you go.
Listen, dude, we have to tell him at some point. We have to explain to this guy that we don't work for them, man. That is not us.
Oh, maybe one day we will. Maybe one day we will.
Ridiculous.
Maybe one day we will. But did you know what started over the week?
What started over the week? Dancing with the Stars. Oh, good. Go Stars! Dallas!
Yeah, the Dallas Stars. That's right. The NHL season has started, and last night the Dallas Stars defeated the Philadelphia Flyers double OT 5-4. Oh, not double OT, just regular OT. 5-4. They are now 3-0-1. So let's go Stars.
Let's go Stars.
Yeah.
Pavelski with a goal. Johnston with a goal. I mean, dude, they got some young talent. They got some veteran savviness. They got the same squad they had last year, but more improved. Yep. I think this could be the year, bro. I know we say it every year, but Dallas. That playoff run last year was fun, and I hope we can. It didn't end well, but I hope that this year we can go a little bit further. We'll see, and it's going to be great. And also coming up here very soon, the NBA season is going to be starting. It starts on Tuesday, where the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James takes on the defending champions, the Denver Nuggets. Do not play against me, LeBron. That's not the time for this trash game.
don't-
And Kyrie is fucking crazy.
God, I do not have time for this flopping around and stuff like that.
Why does Kyrie keep telling me Earth is flat? I don't understand.
The Suns take on the Warriors. That will be your Tuesday beginning of the season. So we got Lakers, Nuggets, Suns, Warriors. Then we move on to Wednesday where the Dallas Mavericks start their season as they take on Wembanyama. What's his name?
Wembanyama? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
But he's got the
good.
long. Yeah. And the San Antonio Spurs. They will be
They're gonna
taking
be
out
good.
Thursday will be the 76ers at the Bucks. It will be Dame Lillard's debut for the Bucks. Man, that's
Finally,
going to
good
be
for
good.
him, dude.
That's going
Good
to
for
be good,
him.
man. That's
Hey,
going to be good.
maybe he'll get the recognition he really deserves this year.
Absolutely.
Damian Lillard is an amazing basketball player. Look what he did. Stayed with Portland. He did the Dirk thing. Got drafted. Stayed with the team his whole freaking career. It's time for him to get a chance to flourish and play for a team that may actually have a chance of winning something this year.
Absolutely.
I like Damian Lillard.
It is now time for the segment that I love the most and Keith loves the most, CC's Fun Audio of the Week.
All right.
And I found some funny audios here. Let's start off with this news report where this lady tried to get an exclusive interview and didn't work out. Here we go.
We tried for 20 years. Scientists have finished mapping the entire human.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment.
Oh my God. That's the kind of thing that instantly should get you fired, man.
Yeah, right.
Like just no.
We tried to reach out for a comment, the man who died in this incident, but he was unable to comment on.
Yeah, good comment.
Oh,
All right, well,
Jesus. All right.
that's our news, bro.
Another one of these 2:30 in the morning. No one watches TV commercials. Here we go.
Oh, God.
My friends are here and they're hungry. What else is new? Sure, they're not little kids anymore, but they still want a snack that's fun. That's why they're not getting regular old chicken fingers. They're getting Finger Blasted!
Oh,
Introducing
man.
Finger Blasters. Blast your fingers into our unique sauce containers
Huh?
filled with honey, tangy barbecue, or salt and vinegar.
Finger blasting is the best. Finger blasting is the
Oh
perfect
my
thing to
God.
hold them over until they're ready to move on to something more serious, like dinner.
Try one finger at a time.
Yum.
2 fingers.
Okay.
And then,
Oh,
if everybody's
my.
cool with it, work up to 3.
No, two's good. For now.
I'll take what I
Oh,
can get. Finger blasting is fun with friends.
But if
bro.
my friends aren't around, I'll just finger blast myself.
Nice!
Oh.
Don't be a
Nice!
prude. Surprise the crew by dipping into 2 sauces at once.
Whoa, that's a shocker. Let's be real. They're teens. They're gonna be snagging. I feel safe knowing it's under my roof rather than behind some movie theater or in the woods. So get a general sense of what your kids are putting in their bodies and help them. Finger blasted!
In the movies or in the woods. That's a shocker.
That's a shocker.
Dude, that's
And
great.
this news reporter out of Philadelphia, this guy obviously has something on his mind.
World Naked Gardening Day. I need to know, is there a naked gardening club in Philly?
Mike would like to join.
Yeah, I'd like to see the hose. And
Oh gosh, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Hmm.
That finger one was something else, bro. That one caught me off guard a little bit.
And
Oh,
we know
shit.
there's some crisis going overseas. So let's hear from our commander in chief,
Oh,
shall we?
Not a whole lot about boy saves dog as he swims in the lake, to say, it's about, somebody pushed the dog in the lake.
Huh?
I mean, I get it.
What?
But
Oh, he missed McConnell. What the hell, man? He's gonna fix all the problems. If it was me, I'd already have it fixed.
If this never got this far, I would have. And let's go from Sleepy Joe to Creepy Joe.
By the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs,
that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, man.
I told you.
I told you, Creepy Joe.
Creepy Joe.
Creepy Joe.
Creepy
Sleepy
Joe.
Joe. Sleepy Joe. Creepy Joe.
Oh, man.
That's
well, that's CC's audio fun for the week.
I love it.
Yeah, that's turning into one of my favorite segments. The audio that just leaks out. These people just
They just keep giving us gold, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sleepy Joe is just
Sleepy Joe. Well, you know what next week is, right?
I believe it is our Halloween special.
You are correct. It is our Halloween special. But before
Don't tell me what you're going as. Don't tell me what you're going as. I want it to be a surprise when we pop on camera.
We will be dressing up on for fantasy football or Halloween special. Speaking of fantasy football, it's me and you today on fantasy football.
You ain't ready.
You ain't ready. According to
look at your trash ass team.
Team Ayahuasca versus Team IR, according to ESPN, Team Ayahuasca's win probability is 64%.
Listen, first off, let me tell you something about ESPN. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know nothing, bro. And let's take a look at these records real quick. What are we walking into this as? Oh, damn.
You shouldn't have said
the
that.
records don't mean anything. That's
Team
the thing.
Ayahuasca is 3-3. He is second right now in the standings on the east side, and on the west side, all the way down at the bottom. Team IR.
Hold on a
2
second.
and 4.
No. Hold on. Let's edit this real quick because I was not aware that Debo is not even playing today. Okay? No, that's why you have that advantage. Let's look and see what it is now. Give me 1 second.
Come on,
Now the
General
matchup-
Manager.
Listen,
Jesus.
I've been busy. Now it went from 58 to 42%.
All
Okay,
right.
you still got it.
All right.
Wait a minute. I'm going to move some things around here.
That should
All
be
right?
fun. We're going to be posting our points on Facebook, and so you guys can keep up and see who actually wins the battle of the season between
Y'all wanna
Team
see it.
Ayahuasca versus
I mean,
Team
this is
IR.
like showdown of the century,
It
bro.
is showdown. It's like 49ers Cowboys in the 90s.
God, dog, man. I didn't realize.
The winner
Look,
will
you-
probably the champion.
Okay, here's you know what? I don't normally do this. We don't normally ever get to do this, but
Are you
there's
doing
a
it
player. No, I'm changing some things up. But look,
Wow.
there's a player out there
Mhm.
that's probably in about 95% of your fantasy leagues.
Mhm.
Okay, the Rams running back Kerryon Williams got hurt, right?
Mhm.
They were going to go with the other young kid that they had, Evans, I think is his last name.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was now. Zach Evans, right?
Okay.
So I don't believe he's going to start because they made a move a couple days ago and went and got Myles Gaskin. Now you remember Myles Gaskin?
Yeah.
He played for the Miami Dolphins,
Mhm.
and he balled out when they actually let him play. I think Myles Gaskin is a guy you can go pick up in a deep fantasy league right now if you just got to have a running back and plug him straight in today, and he's probably going to get 10 to 15 carries and maybe a touchdown. I like Myles Gaskin as my long shot underdog play of the day. Just
All right.
throwing that out there.
All right. Well,
If he's in our league, I'm going to go get him now so that I can play him against you because I need a running back.
well, we'll have to wait and see. Any last thoughts before we head out, especially on the Rangers?
They just have to. I don't even know, bro.
Just all I'm saying is get to game 7.
Get to
Get to
game
game 7. All bets are off when you're in a game 7. You know this.
Get to game 7. It's
to
all
game
I can
7.
ask for, too, bro. Get to game 7.
Go!
They can do it, bro. They can do it.
Remember, next
right.
week, the Halloween special will be on. There you go.
What?
Team IR dropped Zach Evans.
What, man? I'm making moves, bro.
General managing live on the podcast. There we go. Anyways, want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. You guys are awesome. We appreciate all the follows, the new followers that we're getting, the views that we're getting. It's just blowing up and it's crazy. And
Let us know.
let us know.
Talk to
Give us some feedback, please. Make sure to give us some feedback. Let
Look,
us know what we can do to improve the show or what you don't like about the show. You know,
Or if there's a hot topic out there you guys want us to talk about, you know, and that may be controversial, we're willing to take that risk.
That's right. That's right. So with that, Keith, go ahead and send us on home, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to a special episode of the Sports Brawls. And go fucking Rangers!
Let's go!
Come on!
And never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide unless you're eating a delicious snack of finger blasters.
It's a shocker!
We'll see you next week on the Halloween special. Have a good one.
Adios.